No, no, Range Rover, you stay there. Hey guys, hope you're all good. Join me on this gorgeous Tuesday morning. It's 11 degrees and it's just perfect. We're having a great autumn in the UK. It's a bit dragging out and it's not been that cold at all. It's been absolutely perfect. You can see the leaves are just starting to fall now, but it's a spot on autumn, and may it long continue. Right, join me on the Africa Twin. Just thought while the weather's good, I'd have a little run out, have a chat about all sorts of bits and pieces. So it's my day off today. I have to grab every chance I can to get out on my bike when the weather's good like this, because spot on. The roads are dry, no salt. Absolutely superb. Yeah, I left mine. I was going to go down the A14 and go the country route. I looked and the A14 was solid. So I thought, pop through town. It's a bit of traffic, but it's not too bad. It's probably busy because the A14's busy, but it gives me a chance to chat to you guys without masses of wind noise. It makes it a little bit easier. No, no, Range Rover, you stay there. So yeah, you can see why this traffic's bad. Must be a crash on the M11 or something. Not too sure. Anyway, I'm going to go out on some little country roads that I know, and I'll pull over and have a little chat about this bike. Right, so first things first, Africa Twin. I did make a video saying I was selling this bike, and probably a week after I made that video I thought, winter's coming up, why sell this bike and get something else that I'm just going to use every day in the winter, cover it in muck and salt and probably ruin it. So I thought, keep this probably till the springtime. So yeah, this trusty steed, it's just, I love this bike, and if I sold it, it's probably only worth about 8 grand. I might as well just keep it and just use it for the winter. No point ditching it. So yeah, no point selling it at the moment. So yes, keep this till the spring, might keep it longer. If something comes up, then I may swap it in. My favourites at the moment are probably, I haven't seen it in the flesh, I haven't ridden it, but the not the KTM, idiot, the Ducati Multistrada 950S. It's got all the bells and whistles on it that, well, that bike should have had from the start, as in the 950 Multistrada. So I'm going to have a little look at that when it comes out. It won't be out till the new year, but it's got up and down quick shifter, LED lights, TFT screen, cornering ABS, everything on it that you could possibly want. Everything that the 1260's got, apart from the power, which I don't really need as a daily commuter bike. I don't need that much power. So that's top of my list at the moment. It goes is KTM Super Adventure S. You know, that is up there as well. That's definitely one I will be considering. But obviously I can ride Gaz's bike anytime I want, so that's not a problem. I can have a proper go on that. Now he's got it running. So yeah, I'm not selling this bike, I'm going to keep it. Oh, the brilliant news is it now has new wheels. When I stop in a little while I'll have to show you, but it's had new wheels fitted by the brilliant guys at John Banks in Cambridge. Picked the bike up, fitted the wheels, dropped it back at mine, job done. I have ridden it in the rain and a little bit of salt, and because they're now stainless steel spokes, in theory they're not going to corrode. Watch this space, I'm sure they'll be fine. But I cleaned this bike Sunday, I ACF50'd it, and you know what, it's pretty mint. This bike is pretty much brand new. There's a couple of bolts, tiny bolts on the brake calipers and stuff that have corroded, but do you know what, it's brilliant. And I've ridden it every day through the winter. We had a harsh winter in the UK, well, not compared to you guys in the States and stuff, but for us it was quite harsh, lots of salt, hence why my wheels started to corrode just a little bit, shall we say. So yeah, I'm so chuffed with this bike now, it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So ACF50'd it, I checked the oil, I lubed the clean and lubed the chain. I use my Worth chain wax. I use that on this in the winter because it's more waterproof than the chain, the clear lube. I might as well use this for another winter because it's tried and tested. I'm not sure how a multi-strada would stand up to a British winter with all the salt on the roads, but as someone else said, if you ACF50 a bike, any bike pretty much should be okay. You shouldn't have an issue. So stick with this at the moment. So that's the Africa Twin use. Again, bulletproof, spot on bike. It just does everything right. Still selling the Monster. I've had a couple of offers. I've lowered the price down to just under 13 grand, as in £13,000. I am open to offers, not silly offers, sensible offers. I'll put a link in the description of the advert, which is on Auto Trader, as in Bike Trader. Check it out, hit me up through the ad or on my separate email, and we'll have a chat. If and when my Monster goes, I will be getting a new enduro bike. I've had a lot of fun on my CRF 250, but it's starting to prove that it's not quite cut out for the job I want it to do. I need more ground clearance, I need better suspension, a little bit more power would be good too, especially if we head off into the mountains in Wales. It's not going to cut it. So I will sell my Monster. I will probably go for KTM 300 TPI, the same as Gaz has. I'll probably go for a 6 days one. Right, I'll add a picture now of the KTM 300 6 days. It's just got a few tricked up bits on it that the standard one hasn't got. I'll probably set up a PCP deal on it, and it's not a mega expensive bike. When you look, oh my god, look at that. That's the M11. That is why there was so much traffic. Oh dear, not looking good. That's why it's good to be on a motorbike, because you don't have to sit in that sort of stuff. You think everyone will be turning off here? Bloody hell, lorry. It's coming out. So yeah, the KTM 300 6 days. Obviously it's a 2-stroke, same as my Bros, but with a few blingy bits on it, as you'll see in the picture that I added. I might as well go for that. It's about another £500 over the standard 300, but you get, as I said, you get a few little bits and bobs on it that you don't get on the standard one. And on a PCP deal, it's going to be hardly any more than a standard one a month anyway. I'm still want to check out the CRF 450L, but you can't compare that to a KTM 300 TPI. It's a different bike completely. But I'm still just intrigued to see what the 450's like. Nobody's got one to ride. They're not in stock anywhere, any Honda dealers that I've found. Not quite sure what Honda are messing around doing. Need to get it out on the market. That's just a bit odd. Anyway, so I haven't ridden one yet. But I think, yeah, the only thing with 300, as in KTM, is the seat height will be a little bit high for me. I'll be on tiptoes. So yeah, I'd much rather have the KTM 300 TPI that's a little bit high for me, but it's got really good ground clearance, than the CRF, which will still have good ground clearance but not as good as the KTM. So that's my plan. Monster goes, KTM 300. There's other bikes out there, this and that, but yeah, I think because Gaz has got a KTM and Matt, I think they know about the servicing, oil changes and stuff like that, so they can advise me on what to do, how to look after it and stuff like that. So that does make more sense than getting a Honda or something similar. Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have been watching any of the WESS Red Bull Enduro World Enduro Championship racing. They have all their videos on YouTube. I'll put a link in the description because they're blooming brilliant, and the Brit guys are just superb. Billy Bolt ended up winning the whole championship. Johnny Walker sadly was injured about 2 races ago. Nathan Watson, there's loads of them and they're brilliant. So any of you guys into enduro, do check out in my description link to the videos, because they're just awesome to watch. Absolutely awesome. I love it. Brilliant. And they're mostly on KTM 250, 300s. Some of them are TPIs. There's some gases, Husqvarnas. I think Billy Bolt was on a Husqvarna. That's what he won on. But it's been really good to watch. I've been really enjoying that. It's come to an end now. It finished with a beach race in Sweden or somewhere last weekend. So looking forward to getting a more focused enduro bike, definitely, and it'll be a lot better than I am, as in a better bike than I am a rider, but I will grow into it, and I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a bit of fun. Right, I'm turning off somewhere in a minute. I'm going to head down to a road I know, but I'm not sure where I turn off. I think it's just up here. Not 100% sure. It's just good to be out on the bike. I think I turn off here. I don't actually know if this is the right way. We'll try this way and see where we go. And when I remember, the tyres on this, the Scorpion Trail 2 tyres, have been absolutely amazing. I've been gunning it to work and back in the wet, giving it full beans, obviously not in first gear, but it just grips. They haven't let me down for a second. Absolutely awesome. Gaz has got them on his KTM Super Adventure, and they were on the Multistrada I tested the other week I should say. I'll put a link to the Multistrada test video now. Check it out. It was an amazing bike, but is it worth nearly £18,000? I'm not sure. It's a lot of money when you look at the 950S. It's got everything on it that the 1260's got, as I said earlier, but it hasn't got the power. But seriously, that much power? Do I need that much power? 160 horsepower? No, not really. Not for what I'm going to use it for as a daily commuter bike. No. And the odd long run, it's just pointless, wasted on me. Right, what else is going on? My buddy Mr. H has picked up a Honda Africa Twin Sport. I think it's a Sport, yeah. He's really chuffed with it. It's even higher than this. It's a big bike, but he's really pleased. Oh, come on, make a meal out of that. So Mr. H is enjoying his Africa Twin. Good man. It's very nice. Very nice. Right, where we going? I think we're going up here to Orwell. That's where we're off to. My hands, I've got my summer gloves on still, but my hands aren't really that cold. Considering it's only, well, it says 14 degrees now, but it's pretty nice. Who else has got a new bike? Matt's got his S1000 XR, but I mentioned that in a previous video. We've not all got together yet for a road ride. We keep going off-road on the enduro bikes and not going for road rides. So we need to get together at some point and go out for a proper ride together. That track there, that leads. I could take this down it, but it's quite a rocky track. Could risk getting a puncture. There's no point. So right guys, other news. off to the NEC Motorcycle Live show on Monday, as in I think it might be the 19th, I can't remember, but not, it's the Monday, not the Sunday. So any of you guys see myself, my bro Gaz, the Biggs Meister's coming too, come and say hi. Oh no, my favourite little road's closed. Oh no. What they're doing, I don't know, probably nothing. So guys, yeah, come and if you see us wandering around the show, come and say hi. There is a YouTuber vloggers area, I think. I've not been invited to be on that, in that area. Obviously I'm not cool enough and not good enough to be to mix in with the hierarchy of motorcycle vloggers. But I think a lot of the guys, Baron Von Grumble, Teapot One, Richie Vida, they're there on the, I think those guys are there on the Sunday. So if you go on the Sunday, go and check those guys out. I don't know if there'll be anyone there on the Monday I can go and say hi to. God, bloody hell, that's gusty. So, bike show, looking forward to that. Check out all the KTMs, the 450, as in the CRI 450L will be there. Right, let's just stop here for a minute. Right guys, just pulled over for a sec. Just so you can just check out the bike. As you can see, it's in such good condition. It's spot on. It might look a bit shiny, some of the engine casing and that, because I've ACF 50'd it, but it's just mint. Cannot really fault the bike at all. It is absolutely spot on. And the wheels now are, well, they're brand new. Obviously they're now stainless steel. I have ACF 50'd them just in case, but they are, well, at the moment they're absolutely fine. No problems at all. So any questions on this bike you've got, now I've had it a year and a half or so, give us a shout. But there's not much I can say about it. It's just everything about it. It's a bit basic compared to some of the newer bikes. They're a bit more tricked up with more gadgets and stuff, but it's brilliant. The tyres, I've got such a, I'll show you this side. The tyres have got huge tread depth. I don't know if you can see that in the picture, but I get my whole finger in there. So they've been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And in the rain, as I said, the rain obviously with the channels cut in the tyre there, it just pushes away the water. Superb, absolutely superb. Right, might pop to Ducati and say hi to the guys. Right, let's get back on her and chat some more random rubbish. Right guys, let's start her up. Can't spin this bike round like you can on the CRF 250. Can't do donuts on this, that's for sure. So that was just showing you around a bit of the bike and just showing you the wheels and the tyres and stuff. I've done many a video on this. I'll put a link now to all the videos I've ever done on this bike if you want to check out from when I first got it, the things I've added, the screen, as in the Touratech screen, this and that. Then check out the link in this video. Right. So what was I saying? Yeah, right, so the bike show. Looking forward to checking out some of 2019's newest shiny metal. It's very hard to walk around and do a video at the bike show with all the music playing. You get sort of copyright strikes and it's just a nightmare. So I'm not going to do any, I might overlay some commentary on the video, but I'm not going to walk around talking whilst I'm there, because it just doesn't work. So yeah, I will be walking around the show, making a little vid with my bro, and who's coming? Biggs Meister's coming, and Mr H are coming too, 4 of us. We always go on the Monday because it's so much quieter. You go on a Saturday or Sunday, unless you're there the minute it opens, it's so busy, so many kids. It's a nightmare. So that's why we go on the Monday. Yeah, things like the new Panigale V4R. It's a cool bike. It's a bit crazy, and I'm sure they'll sell out of them in about 5 seconds. But be about 35 grand or something like that, I would have thought. Does look awesome, but yeah, not my cup of tea. Even if I could afford one for the road, it's just bonkers. So fast. I just love the show, having a little wander around. I need a new helmet. This helmet, I've been using this AGV for off-roading. I haven't fell off and damaged it or anything, but it just gets covered in mud. I have to clean it every time I get back. So I'm going to look for a helmet the same as my bro has. It's a KTM branded helmet. I don't know who actually makes it, but it's a really good helmet. He loves it. I've tried it on. It feels really comfortable. It's only 120 quid. It's not a fortune. I also need some new boots to commute to work and back on. I'll look at the show for those. These are knackered. There's a hole in the back of these now. They're just ruined. So look for some boots and some waterproof enduro trousers for when we're out and about on the trails, because the summer motocross gear that we've got, yeah, it's just, well, it's not waterproof. You get cold and you get wet, so not ideal. It's like looking around the show, really, just seeing what's what. Any of you guys that have been to the show before, you know what it's about. It's just good to have a wander around with the lads, chatting bikes, just having a day off work. That's what it's about. So yeah, look forward to it. It's so nice. Lovely to be out on my bike. I'd rather be whizzing around with the monster, to be fair, but oh, see, gang of cyclists, you don't want to meet these lot when you're coming over the hill, about 5 abreast. I saw the old codgers. Good for them, that's what I say. Don't matter about your age, get out there, ride a push bike, ride a motorbike, go for a walk, just do something. There's Adam Brooks Hospital over there. Don't often come down this way. I normally come up the hill rather than going down it this side. Oh, I forgot, my buddy Phil just about an hour ago has took delivery of his, I think it's a 2016 KTM, I think it's a 350 6 days 4-stroke. I think I'm right, I might be wrong, so I'll have to check that out. I might ride that 4-stroke and think, oh, I'll go for that instead of a 2-stroke, but we shall see. So I want to have a little whiz on that and see what I think. We'll have to get out in a couple of weeks' time for a little run. Oh, dustman. I'm actually sticking over the white line. There's no white line on that road there. I looked down and I looked across and I was about a foot over the line from where I should have been. Naughty boy, you naughty boy. So it's good to have our buddy Phil, the top man, get a bike. We went to Dirt Bike Live. I'm bloody indicating, plonker. Went to Dirt Bike Live, I think it was called, at Stoneleigh Park the other weekend. It was good, but Honda weren't even there. Like, what? Are they stupid? Doesn't make any sense. I wanted to check out the CRF 450L, but they weren't even there, so not to worry. But Phil picked up all his gear, helmet, boots, he got everything. And our mate Dazza, he's looking for a bike too, a KTM, maybe Honda. So he picked up a helmet and some bits and pieces, some motocross gear as well. So that's brilliant. A couple more guys in our enduro gang. Yeah, Gaz and I have ordered a van through work, a VW Transporter. That'll be here, I think there's 12 weeks to wait for it. It should be here within about a month. So we're going to use that for work stuff, obviously, and we're going to use it to lug the bikes around, even to Thetford. It's a 60-mile round trip. on an enduro bike with knobbly tyres, that is not ideal. It wears the tyres out. It's just dangerous, really. So we're chuffed that the van's coming. So that'll be our little way of getting around with the bikes. I'll try to think of any other news, really. I don't think there's much else to say. But any questions, guys, as usual, just hit me up. Just ask me. Anything you want me to do a video on. Now the weather's a bit turning, well, not today, as the weather's going to start to turn a bit crap. I will start making more videos like about all my GoPro gear, what I use, mics and stuff like that. That'll be coming up soon. On my days off when it's raining and I can't get on my bike, I will be making some get over this bloody corner. It'll always cut the corner. So yeah, anything you want me to do a video on, I'll try my best to do it. Just hit me up and I'll do my best. Oh, another thing, yeah, the DA jacket I'm wearing now has been absolutely brilliant. It's a 1.5 years old and it hasn't skipped a beat, as in, well, I guess it works. I haven't fell off to find out. I don't want to fall off, but the light was always flashing the right colour. It's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Martin at Bike Stop did say if they need an update or looking at, he'll sort them out, no problem. They're not under warranty anymore, they have a year's warranty, but Martin, the top man, said he would look after us, because we did buy 5 of them, or 4 of them, 5, can't remember, 4. So yeah, but it's been brilliant. In the winter, more and more, I will start to wear a waterproof jacket over the top of this, because it gets covered in crud. On a day like this it's fine, but I don't want to get it covered in muck. So right, guys, on a slightly sad note, just want to mention this. I can't make videos every week. I'm not out on my bike every Sunday. I don't get time. Sadly, my poor old dad has got motor neurons disease that he's had for about a year. Bless him. He's doing really well, but he's just going downhill. It's just such a sad disease. It's horrible. He was super fit, 72-year-old, cycled all the time, and then he got struck down with that. It's just hideous. Watching someone that you love so much, just, there's nothing you can do. No one can do anything to help him, but we're just making him as comfortable as possible. He's walking around a little bit now, and still his voice is going, but yeah, I don't want to dwell on it too much. But if I don't get videos out that often, it's because I'm just busy. I've got other things on my mind, so just bear with me. I'll try and do as many as I can. Just thought I'd mention it. Right, I'm popping to Ducati. My monster's actually at Ducati, getting delivered back this afternoon. So I just thought I'd pop and say hi to the guys while I was passing out this way. William! Right, guys, just popped into Ducati to see the lads. Will, John and Alex were there. Nice to have a little chat to them. Just chatting about new bikes and bike show and stuff like that. My monster was in there, it's getting delivered it back to mine in half an hour. So I've got to get back. I've got to get back before the delivery driver turns up at mine. So I'm going to go a more direct route home and not go the long way around. Oh, nice 911 RS, lovely. So just chatting about the Hypermotard SP, the new one that has got all the gear on it. It comes out probably towards the end of the year, they'll get their demo. And Big Z and my mate Si both want one, desperately. So yeah, look forward to giving that a test ride. It's funny, I do test ride more bikes at Ducati through the winter than I do in the summer, because that's when they all start to get launched, sort of in winter into spring. So look forward to having a go on some of the new bikes when they are launched. Right, guys, time to head home. My bike's been delivered in half an hour, so I need to get back. As ever, any questions, give me a shout. I did my best to answer what I can. The next video will probably be in a week or so of the bike show. It's okay guys, take it easy and I'll see you next time. Cheers.